Hey guys, okay, I'm sorry it took me like all day long to go live today. I've had intentions of going live and then we were doing stuff with family and it just didn't happen, which is okay. But I wanted to talk really fast today about personal development, which is what I call my brain fuel. So I have grown up like as a spiritual person, so I typically have always just like reverted to reading my scriptures. I think that's an awesome way to get some really good, solid brain fuel, so to speak, or just like to kind of help you have a good mindset. But I have also found that my brain and my thought patterns need me to be learning from more than just the scriptures. So it's been super, super helpful for me in the last 5 years to do something called personal development. So what is personal development? Basically, you pick an area of your life that you feel like you want to improve. Say you want to be a better communicator. Maybe you want to develop some leadership skills. Maybe you just need some help with negative self-talk, anxiety, depression, being patient with your kids, parenting in general. Like there literally is there's no limit to what you can learn from personal development. But what I do is I kind of pick an area of my life that I really feel like I'd like to improve. Maybe it's just like, let's just say self-talk. Maybe I just feel like I need help with battling negative self-talk. Then I'm gonna look up, say like on Amazon or on the Kindle app, Audible is another great place, and I'm just gonna look up the topic and say like self-help books for anxiety, self-help books for negative self-talk. And you're gonna pull up a host of different ideas. Personal development is personal, and so for everybody it's gonna look different. In the post today, I did include some general books that I really feel like have been helpful and meaningful, and they're just kind of in general, just all around good self-help, lifestyle help books. So one is called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. If you feel like you just need help to get out of a funk, 5-Second Rule is amazing. Like it is seriously one of the best books. Another really good one is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. If you just need somewhere to start that's just kind of generally helpful. There's so many good personal development books out there. There's also podcasts that are free. The podcast app, it's the Purple Podcast app on Apple, and I believe if you look up podcast under like an Android phone, you're also going to find a similar thing. Podcasts by Brooke Castillo. The Life Coach School podcast, Better Than Happy by Jody Moore, The Brendan Show by Brendan Burchard. There's tons of good podcasts out there, and you really just kind of have to figure out what works for you and what you kind of like listen to best. I also like to have a physical copy of a book to read at least throughout the month. Sometimes I don't always read from it every single day, but I find that I absorb the information a little bit differently when I physically read a book versus when I'm just listening like with earbuds in the car. But okay, so the question that I have a lot of people talk to me about is like, okay, well, how do I find time to do book reading? Well, here's the thing. It's the same for me as in like with exercise. I find time to fit it in place of something else, or in conjunction with something else. So let me give you an example. One of my favorite ways to do personal development is to listen in the car while I'm driving to pick up my kids from things, because I don't have to like not that I don't like music, I love music, but I don't have to listen to music every single time. I could listen to 10 minutes of an audiobook or 10 minutes of a podcast. Another way is just like doing those everyday kinds of chores, or when you're getting ready for the day, something that you're gonna maybe have 10 to 30 minutes to just kind of do mindless activity. Listen to a podcast or to a part of an audiobook while you do those kinds of things. Attach the habit of doing personal development to a habit you already have. That's how you make it easier and you make it more accessible for your life. So I hope this whole week has been helpful for you. In general, like just taking better care of your mindset. If you have any questions, or if you would like any more book recommendations, podcast recommendations, please don't hesitate to message me, and we can just chat a little bit more. But I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in this week.